Howdy, hello everyone, and I've been dabbling in the world of predictions. I'm quite the thinker. In fact, I have won the Thinkling Thonkling Award of 2023, and using this newfound knowledge of mine, I will now make a bold prediction. Magic Mountain's next coaster will not be a giga. Why does this keep happening? Did you actually think Magic Mountain could fit a giga into this plot? Yeah, no. There is no way they're actually doing that. But anyway, I took a mysterious journey back into No Limits 2 and made an actually plausible new coaster for Magic Mountain to be put in the Golden Bear Theater plot of land. But before I reveal that, I'd like to ask you to hit that. No, I'm not doing that. Before I reveal that, let's look at my thought process. Magic Mountain has almost every type of coaster you could want. They have steel, hybrid, wooden. They have 2 Mobius dueling coasters. Let me repeat that. 2 Mobius dueling coasters, a 4D coaster, a stupid 200-foot tall creation, a 400-foot tall family coaster, 2 RMCs, one being the world's tallest and longest single rail coaster, a stand-up monstrosity, a Batman Cloud, a confusing Aero Mine Train, a confusing Aero Mega Looper, half of a ride, 4 kiddie coasters, an Aero suspended coaster, and a massive B&M flyer. Yeah, I think they've got a good amount of stuff. But we all know Magic Mountain. And while the Cedar Fair and Six Flags merger has probably done some stuff, we can all agree there's not much this park is missing. However, while they obviously could use a giga, I personally think the Golden Bear plot of land is perfect for a Vekoma or Mach family coaster. Oh, an angry mob with a bunch of people full of pitchforks and knives. Like, that's something. Okay, so, hear me out. Magic Mountain doesn't have any new steel family coaster to bridge the gap between the kiddie coasters and the moderate thrill coasters. It needs to be one that doesn't go upside down, and in general, another launch coaster could work at the park. And if there's one thing that Big Bear Mountain and Manta can teach us, is that a family coaster can be fun for literally everyone, you just have to try. And that's why I said Vekoma or Mach. They both have experience making some absolutely banger family coasters like Sierra Sidewinder and Manta from Mach, and Guardians of the Galaxy long name, and Big Bear Mountain for Vekoma. And with Six Flags having recently worked with Vekoma for a family and a thrill coaster, I think that a new Mach or Vekoma family coaster could work for this park. So, let's get a layout of what we want. A speed that doesn't exceed 55 miles an hour, a height that doesn't exceed 110 feet, it should have 2 launches, splitting up a clear beginning and end for the ride, there should be no inversions, not too many big drops, a good amount of airtime, and a max bank of 95 degrees, and all of this should be maintained while making the ride as fun as possible. So now the plot of land to be used. Obviously, we don't want this to be an ugly looking spaghetti coaster, so with that being said, we would need to use some of the area outside just the Golden Bear plot of land. Superman would have to be closed during the construction of this ride, as it would go over to the launch, but that's not really a change of how it is currently because it's still closed at the moment, and it would use a bit of the land behind Crazanity. And that is the plot of land to be used. Now to discuss manufacture. I mentioned Mach and Vekoma, and those are the most likely too. However, I'm choosing Vekoma because Six Flags and Cedar Fair have both worked with Vekoma, and they are a lot cheaper than Mach. That being said though, I'm going to use the Mach launch coaster because there are no Vekoma family launch coasters in No Limits 2 that come with the game, and I don't think you should expect me to be able to model and make a Vekoma family launch coaster for a video. So, now that that's been decided, let's actually take a look at what the coaster would be like. To start with the name. Now, I do not know how the merged Six Flags and Cedar Fair companies' IP views are. They did say they want to lean into it a bit more, but I personally do not think this ride would be themed to Looney Tunes, the Peanuts, or DC because it doesn't necessarily work with its placement. This coaster is across from the Looney Tunes area of the park, but other than that, it stays in areas without an IP, and this coaster is a bit too thrilling to be a part of the Looney Tunes area. So I honestly have no clue what this could be called. The color scheme I decided would be deep green track with black supports to match the forest area around it, and also because it makes it so repainting won't be necessary because a faded green still matches with the Magic Mountain forest areas. So, with all that, now let's see how this ride rides. Well, unfortunately, this prediction of mine has gotten this area to be bombed again. Me being able to say again is a bit concerning, but this, in my opinion, is a great prediction for Magic Mountain. It fits in their lineup, and it would be a great replacement based on how the parks seem to be going in the future. So, that will be about it for this video. Would I much rather a Giga Coaster than this? 100% yes, but do I think that this is the most fitting addition for this area of the park, this plot of land, and what Magic Mountain could reasonably get next? Yeah. So, I hate to break the news to you, but yeah, they're not getting a Giga next, if this is where their next coaster is going at least. However, if you do want to know where Magic Mountain could get a Giga, it would be, well, I'm making a follow-up video to this soon enough, also known as next week. So, you would be able to see that there. So stay tuned for the next video where I will talk about where Magic Mountain could actually get a Giga. It's kind of obvious, but whatever. But anyway, that will be it for this video. I hope you like this return to less review format and more of a just thought, whatever you can get up in your brain sort of format, just cool stuff that I think of. Because I like doing it as well. I like doing these cool little no limits 2 creations quickly that I can do in like a good hour or so. So, without further to say, hope you liked the video. Subscribe if you have yet. Love to go on subscribing. Leave a like. And I was with the Coaster Critic. You were the viewer. And I'll see you in the future. Goodbye.